Listen up, really listen, because this could be the wake-up call that either rescues your future or leaves you drowning in regret forever. Picture yourself, heart pounding, scrolling through home listings late at night. That dream of a simple place to call your own slipping further away. Your job's killing you day in, day out, but prices, they're exploding up 10%, 20% overnight while your salary mocks you stuck in the mud. Is this just misfortune? Hell no, it's a brutal, rigged game gutting the American dream, and it's coming for you next. Kevin O'Leary, that no BS Shark Tank legend, is blasting the siren on this real estate apocalypse hitting America hard. If you're scraping by in the middle class, just dipping your toes into adulting or fighting to stay afloat financially, this isn't some distant headline, it's your reality clawing at your throat. Homes now devour 7 times the average family's yearly income. 7 times! Back in the day, it was half that. Investors descend like starving predators, cash in hand, snatching properties you can't touch, dooming you to eternal renting. But wait, this nightmare isn't fate. It's forged from pure greed, rotten policies, and our collective blindness. Ignore it. Watch your shot at wealth vanish as the elite hoard it all. But tune in now and you arm yourself to strike back, stack real assets, and claim a life that doesn't crush your soul. I'm your straight-talking guide, here to jolt you alert and hand you the weapons to conquer. Let's charge in. Time's running out. Tor, before we dive into the topic, don't forget to like the video, subscribe channel, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Now, why the hell is this real estate catastrophe flying under the radar like some dirty secret nobody dares whisper? It burns me up thinking about it. Politicians parade around and promising the moon on affordable homes during campaigns, but once they're cozy in power, they shove it aside, too scared to rock the boat. Why? Because shaking things up means pissing off the real king's fat cat investors, banks bloated with profits, and rich homeowners riding high on inflated values. Those guys, they've got armies of lobbyists, pockets stuffed with cash, ensuring the game stays tilted their way. Meanwhile, you, the hardworking soul clocking overtime in a soul-sucking gig, get trampled invisible. Dig deeper, and it's a supply apocalypse staring us down. America desperately needs 5 million more homes to even breathe, but we're crawling forward like we're stuck in quicksand. Materials, lumber, steel, they're priced like gold now, bleeding builders dry. Labor costs skyrocketing, turning every project into a gamble nobody wins. And the bureaucracy, oh man, it's a killer. Ancient zoning laws choke off new builds, banning apartments or duplexes in booming job hubs where families age to settle. Environmental checks, they drag on endlessly, piling on costs that crush dreams before they start. In prime spots with opportunity buzzing, land's a rare treasure, unaffordable. Out in nowhere land, dirt cheap but worthless without jobs, so builders bail. Who's cashing in on this chaos? Not you. Hedge funds, foreign sharks, they're gobbling homes like chips at a poker table. All cash, no mercy. In neighborhoods, you know, half the places might be theirs, rotting empty while you hunt for scraps. Rents soar, devouring your earnings, giving you zero stake, just endless drain. This setup's a scam, ignored because the powerful sip champagne untouched by the fire. But you feel it, don't you? That knot in your gut every rent due date. This isn't dry stats, it's your lifeblood leaking away. Wonder why the silence, because admitting it means war on the system. But damn it, we can't hide anymore. If we don't scream now, the middle class crumbles to dust. Listen, stop everything and feel this punch to the gut, because the biggest trap swallowing millions alive right now is killing your future before you even see it coming. You're out there, exhausted from the grind, telling yourself, prices are insane, I'll just rent a bit longer, wait for things to cool down, for that big crash everyone talks about. That right there, that deadly wait and see game, is the absolute worst mistake, trapping everyday people in a cycle of poverty and regret, and it's ripping families apart. Kevin O'Leary has been hammering this, hoping for a 2008-style meltdown. Forget it. That crash exploded from toxic loans everyone knew were garbage. Today's nightmare, it's a brutal shortage. We're missing millions of homes, maybe 4, 5, 7 million depending on who you ask. And nothing's flooding the market to fix it. With mortgage rates hovering in the 6% range, triple the rock bottom lows we had, homeowners locked into those golden 3% deals aren't budging. They're hunkered down, inventory shrivels, and prices stay locked high. No flood of homes coming, no savior drop in rates to save the day. So what are you doing? Handing over fat rent checks, 2, 3 grand a month, to landlords who stack empires on your sweat while you stack nothing. Zero equity, no tax breaks, just pure wealth drain vanishing into their pockets forever. Investors, they're wolves with cash piles, outbidding you blind, snapping up properties, flipping or holding empty in neighborhoods turning hollow. In some spots, a third of sales go to them, leaving scraps for families like yours. But the real killer, you're freezing, not learning your local market inside out, not getting dumb spending to pile cash for a down payment, chasing new cars, trips, gadgets instead of grinding side hustles to bridge the gap, or raging at the system without showing up to town halls where zoning locks out new builds. That's surrender, pure passivity turning you broke, bitter, dependent. I've watched it destroy dreams, people in their 40s, 50s still crammed with roommates because they waited. The mistake isn't starting small, it's doing nothing, betting on miracles that won't show. Curiosity killing you yet? Wondering if you're already trapped? Break this now? Or watch the wealth chasm swallow you whole while the connected feast. Fight or fade. Listen, brace yourself, because the deadliest mistake swallowing millions of Americans whole right now is one that's silently destroying dreams and trapping families in financial hell for decades. You're there, aren't you? Worn out from the daily battle convincing yourself, home prices are through the roof, I'll just rent longer, hold out for that massive crash everyone's whispering about. That poisonous hope, that blind waiting, is the single biggest blunder locking everyday people into endless struggle and heartbreak. Kevin O'Leary's been roaring this truth, dreaming of a repeat of the 2008 bloodbath. Wake up, it's not happening. That meltdown erupted from rotten, no-doc loans poisoning the system. Today's catastrophe, it's a vicious shortage with America short millions of homes, 4, 5, even 7 million in some counts, and no tidal wave of new builds to rescue us. Mortgage rates sitting around 6%, double or more from those pandemic lows. Homeowners clinging to their golden 3% locks aren't selling, they're digging in, starving the market of inventory, keeping prices brutally elevated. No avalanche of listings, no miracle plunge to bail you out. You're pouring out massive rent, $2,500, $3,000 more every month, straight into landlords' growing fortunes while your own wealth, it crumbles to zero. Nothing built, no equity growing, no breaks from taxes, just raw, relentless transfer of your hard-earned cash into their empires. And the investors, they're predators armed with endless cash, crushing your bids, hoovering up homes up to a third in some quarters, flipping or leaving them vacant in neighborhoods fading to ghosts. The true gut punch. You're paralyzed, ignoring deep dives into your area's market truths, refusing to slash wasteful habits to hoard for that down payment, splurging on flashy rides or escapes instead of grinding extra income streams, or fuming at the broken system without storming local meetings where outdated rules strangle new construction. That's defeat. Total surrender turning you desperate, broke, chained. I've seen it shatter lives. Folks hitting their 50s still squeezed with strangers because they hesitated, prayed for saviors that ghosted. The fatal error isn't limited cash, it's zero fire to seize control. Curious yet, that knowing doubt? Are you already snared in this web? Snap it now, or let the divide devour you as the powerful gorge. Rise or vanish into the shadows. Listen, this is the moment everything changes or stays broken forever. Right now, you're carrying this quiet defeat inside, aren't you? That voice whispering, the deck's stacked, prices are impossible, the system's rigged, nothing I can do but survive. If you want any shot at escaping this real estate nightmare, you have to burn that victim mindset to the ground and rise with something fiercer. You stop seeing yourself as powerless and start moving like the owner of your destiny. Kevin O'Leary doesn't mince words, the old thinking, I'm just a renter, the big guys win, I'll wait for someone to fix it. That's poison. It's surrender disguised as patience, the new fire. I control what I can, I demand change where I can't, and I build my wealth no matter how ugly it gets. Feel that, that's the switch flipping. First, kill the entitlement. Nobody owes you a house. It's not a right-handed out, it's a prize you fight for with discipline and strategy. If you're renting right now, own this hard truth. Every rent check you write feeds the exact problem crushing you. But homeowners don't think you're innocent. That keep my neighborhood exclusive attitude, it guards your value today, but it dooms your own kids tomorrow when they can't buy anywhere near you. The real shift, start demanding more homes everywhere, apartments, townhouses, duplexes right in your backyard. Yeah, it might nudge your property value down short term, but it saves the entire dream long term. Arm yourself with knowledge that hurts to face. Study the cold numbers in your city, how median prices tower over incomes, how investor ownership is exploding, why ancient zoning laws ban anything affordable, why permits take years and cost fortunes. Then weaponize it, vote for leaders who slash red tape, speed approvals. Build infrastructure that makes construction explode. Deep down claim your power, you're not helpless, you're the voter. The voice, the force that can tax empty investor homes, cap corporate buys, force supply to flood the market. This isn't gentle advice, it's war mode, from defeated complainer to relentless fighter. Curious if you have that fire yet, because without this brutal mindset overhaul, you'll stay stuck, watching the gap widen. Make the shift now, own your life, demand the changes, and rebuild the American dream with your bare hands. Or keep the old story and lose everything. Listen, this is where the rubber meets the road, where excuses die and real change is born. Or everything stays exactly the same, crushing you under its weight. You felt that fire starting to burn from the last section, haven't you? That rage against waiting, against the rigged game. But fire without action is just smoke. So let's get brutally practical right now. No fluff, no dreams without a plan. If you want it on real estate, if you want equity instead of endless rent, you have to attack this on two fronts, slash your expenses like they're the enemy, and explode your income like your life depends on it. Because it does. Start with the knife. Expenses. Track every single dollar for a month. I mean every coffee, every subscription, every impulse buy. You'll be sick when you see how much bleeds out. Cut it mercilessly. Drop the eating out. Cancel the streaming you don't watch. Ditch the car payment that's killing you. Downsize your place if you have to. Move in with family. Get roommates, whatever it takes. Live way below your means. The goal. Free up 20, 30, even 40% of your take-home pay. That money isn't for fun anymore. It's war funds for your down payment. Now income, don't you dare settle for one paycheck. Hustle. Pickup nights driving rideshare, weekends delivering, evenings freelancing whatever skill you have. Learn something high demand online, coding basics, digital marketing trades, and flip that into extra cash fast. Stack multiple streams until you're pulling in hundreds, even 1,000 more every month. Put it all in a high yield savings account where it grows while you fight. Research like an obsessed detective. Find markets where supply isn't as choked smaller cities up and coming areas. Hunt down every first-time buyer program, low-down loans, grants, tax credits. They're out there, buried in government sites and local housing offices. Start small condo, townhouse, fixer-upper, anything to get your foot in and start building equity. But don't stop personal, go bigger. Show up to city council meetings. Demand they rewrite zoning laws to allow more homes, duplexes, apartments. Push for faster permits, taxes on empty investor properties. Your voice, multiplied by thousands, forces supply to explode and prices to stabilize. Do this relentlessly, boost income $600 a month, cut expenses $400, that's $1,000 saved. In 2 years, 24 grand toward your down payment plus programs bridging the rest. You're in. Feel that? That's freedom coming. This isn't easy, it's war. But execute every day, track every week, and you build an unbreakable future. Hesitate and stay trapped forever. Your move. Listen, this is the part that hits deepest, where the numbers stop and the human wreckage starts screaming at you. You've felt it already, haven't you? That slow, crushing weight in your chest when you realize the home you want might never be yours. The late night panic staring at the ceiling, wondering if all your grinding is pointless in a world where investors buy houses like candy while you scrape for rent. This real estate crisis isn't just charts and prices. It's a soul destroyer tearing apart lives, dreams, and the very spirit of what America promised. Kevin O'Leary warns it clear: when homes cost 7 times your income, young people stall everything. Relationships delayed because who builds a life sharing walls with strangers into your 30s? Kids, forget it. Starting a family in a tiny apartment with rent that could buy a mansion decades ago. Birth rates are crashing not from choice, but from pure despair. Financial stress chews through you, constant dread of the next hike, eviction fears that knot in your stomach every first of the month. It breeds anxiety that never sleeps, depression that whispers you're failing no matter how hard you work. Families fracture under the pressure, communities hollow out as investor-owned homes sit dark and empty, no one caring about schools, parks, or neighbors. Wider, it's poison in society's veins. The middle class evaporates, inequality explodes into rage. Spending freezes, no new furniture, no renovation, starving the economy while billionaires stack properties. Crime creeps up in unstable areas, trust dies when everyone feels screwed. People turn bitter or numb, losing faith that effort matters. I've seen it rip spirits apart, good people turning cynical, dreamers into ghosts, because the ladder got yanked away. Feel that burn. That's not just anger, it's the emotional devastation of watching the American dream die in real time. A nation of permanent renters, wealth locked with the few, generations doomed to less. Social fabric shreds, resentment festers. If we let this rage simmer without action, it erupts into something ugly. But damn it, face this pain head on. Let it fuel you, not finish you. Because ignoring the heartbreak means surrendering your future to the void. Rise from it or let it bury you alive.